I have not filled my tax information on Google AdSense account, and I have made up to $183 or thereabout on my YouTube channel. If I am paid today, I'll be charged around $55 to taxes based on US tax policy, which withholds about 30% taxes from earnings made from the US. This will be so because the taxes will be charged on my total earnings from YouTube. I think that's the penalty of not providing your tax information. However, if I fill my tax information and it's approved, the 30% tax will only be deducted from the earnings made from the US region and not on my total earnings. So instead of parting ways with around $55 for not providing my tax info, I will part ways with $42 instead on earnings made from the US region alone. That is avoiding the loss of around $13, which is better. You will lose lots of earnings, you will encounter payment issues, or you will not be paid at all during monthly payment cycle if you avoid providing your tax information. If you do not add your tax information to Google AdSense account. I want to show you how to add your tax information on your Google AdSense account for non-US creators. If you're a non-US creator using AdSense, adding your tax information is a must to avoid unnecessary deductions on your earnings from YouTube. Let me show you how to do it in a few steps. The first thing you have to do is you have to log into AdSense by navigating to adsense.google.com or google.com/AdSense. You sign in with your registered email address, and once you're here, you go to payments. Then you see this red notification saying to make sure your payment is included in the next payment cycle, please provide your tax information. This will take a few minutes, so you update. If you're not seeing this red box notification, then I will advise you to navigate to the menu denoted with the 3 horizontal lines like this. So you click on it, then you scroll down to payments, then payment info. You click on payment info like that, then you navigate to manage settings. You scroll down to United States tax info. You click the pen icon just by it, then manage tax info pops out. You click on manage tax info just like that. You see add tax info button here, you click on it. Then you have to take a little while to read up this information. If you're okay with it, then you start filling up the form by clicking on start form. So in most cases, you definitely be logged out. To be sure that you are the one trying to make changes to your Google AdSense account, you have to verify it's you by re-logging into your AdSense account using your email address and your password. So here we are. Okay, the first item here is United States tax info. So the question is, what type of account is this? So if this is a business, if you're running a business account, then you select non-individual/entity. Else, if it is an individual account, then you select individual. So you click next. Next is, are you a citizen or resident of the United States? If yes, click yes. If no, then click no. But we are actually, this video is about non-US creators. That means you're not staying in the US, you are not resident in the US. So obviously your answer is no. Are you a citizen or resident of the United States? So in my case, no. So I tick no and next. So based on your previous selected answer, a W-8 form is needed. So the W-8 band, this form is most commonly used by non-US individuals and would also be used to claim tax treaty benefits. Then this W8ECI, this form is most commonly used by non-US business entity or individual that earns income related to its US trade or business and files the US tax income. So in my case, the W8 BEN form is applicable, so I will take this. So for a non-US resident, a non-US creator, W8 BEN form is applicable. So I will click on start W8 BEN form. So in most cases, your name will be pre-filled like this. All right, so that's it. Then the next is DBA, doing business as name entity. So this field is optional, so we'll skip that. The next is you select your country or region of citizenship. So I will select my country that is applicable to me. Then the next is foreign tax information. This is optional, so I will skip it. The next is the foreign tax identification number are optional. US ITIN or SSN are also optional. Okay. Taxpayer identification number. These options are actually optional, so we skip it. Next is the address. So I'm going to fill out my address just like this. And I'm going to tick here, the mailing address is same as the permanent residence address, so I'm going to tick that as well. And then I will click on next. The next is tax treaty. Are you claiming a reduced rate of withholding under tax treaty? So US tax may impose a 30% withholding tax on payments that are considered US source income. So this tax may be reduced or eliminated or any pay that qualifies under a relevant tax treaty. So no, I am not eligible for reduced withholding tax, and this is applicable to my case. The next option is yes, I am eligible for reduced tax, so but I am picking no because I am not eligible. All right, so I will click on next. Activities and services performed in the US. Okay, have I performed any activities and services for Google within US, or do they expect to in the future? What is applicable in this case for me is no, so I'm taking no. So I'm going to also tick the box by it to certify. I'm going to check that, then I'll click on next. I am going to the next is go paperless, which is recommended. So receive your tax documents electronically instead of by mail. Going paperless can help you protect your personal information. Paperless delivery agreement. So for the paperless delivery agreement, you have to read up all of this to understand what it entails. I have read this as well, so I am going to accept by checking the box below it. So and I will click on next. So I went for the go paperless, check the box, and I'll click on next. So this is how your document will be generated based on provided information. If you selected multiple income types, more than one form will be generated. Documents are generated in English to comply with the IRS, the US tax authority, your tax form. So I may as well open this in a new tab just to view the tax agreement. This is how it came out. Yes, you can do same. So this is my tax agreement and all of that. So back to the form. So I've seen that. So what I'll do is I'll check this box to confirm that I have reviewed the generated tax documents to the best of my knowledge and believe they are true, correct and complete. Correct and complete. So I'm going to click on next. Certify and sign tax form certification. So I'm going to check this under penalties of perjury. I declare that all of this, so you have to read this before checking. I had to read all of this as well before checking this box. So I agree that I will submit a new form within 30 days if any certification made on this form becomes incorrect. So you have to agree that as well. So unchanged status affidavit. This tax form may be applied to prior payments by providing the following optional certification. So I'm going to check this box. I certify under penalty of perjury the information and representations in this tax form have not changed and remain true and correct and complete from the entered year to the present time, except as described below. So this box here, you might decide to change the date, but it shouldn't go below 2020. All right, so but I started using Google AdSense from 2024, so I'm going to edit that and impute 2024. All right, so you enter a year from 2016 to present, so you cannot go below 2016. Already for me, I started using AdSense from 2024, so I impute 2024. This year, description and date for each change to tax form optional. So this is optional, so we'll skip that. All right, so your signature. I acknowledge that I am signing the tax form above and accompanying affidavit of unchanged status if applicable under penalties of perjury. Do you confirm you are the beneficial owner named in the tax identity section of the tax form? Beneficiary owner name, your name. Then yes, I am the beneficial owner named in the tax identity section. So I am going to tick that. And here my name has been pre-filled, so I will click on submit. Now this has to go through an approval process. Once it is approved, you'll receive an email notification as well as an update in your Google AdSense account to clarify and certify your approval. On my menu here is notifying that your tax info has been accepted. All right, and the status here is showing that it is approved on this date. So, and it's going to expire on 31st of December 2028. All right, so that's it. Let me explain in full details the implication of not providing your tax information on your Google AdSense account. So first of all, you have to go to your YouTube studio like that. Navigate to analytics and click on analytics. Then navigate to advanced mode. Click on advanced mode. Click on geography on this menu bar, geography. Scroll down a bit where you see this plus icon here. You click on this add metrics to the table, add metrics to table. So you click on the plus icon. From here you go under the revenue. You go under revenue. Under revenue you click on estimated revenue. Okay, let me explain to you better now. So now if I come here and check my lifetime earning, this is my lifetime earning. I'm yet to withdraw a dime from Google AdSense, raising best known to me. So this is $183.89. And the total amount I've made from US is $140.18. If I make this withdrawal today without providing my tax information, 30% of $183.89 may be lost. That is around $55. But now I have filled my tax information, so if I'm to make a withdrawal today, the 30% deduction will go on this $140.18, which is around $42. Now if you check the difference, it will show that I have saved around $13. So this is the reason why you need to add your tax information to avoid unnecessary deductions from your earnings on YouTube. However, if you provide your tax information, deductions will only be made from the earnings you generate from the US. Make sure you fill the tax information on your Google AdSense account to avoid unnecessary deductions on your earnings on AdSense. If you find this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, ask me any question. I will reply to your questions or do another video just to answer your questions. Thank you for seeing this video and see you in my next video. Bye.